against, well, how much of this beginning do you sacrifice?
When you said about how you were doing block paving and then now doing obviously these 2 5-bed houses, that jump's massive. I do get frustrated sometimes. I think just be more present, like.
But like, I don't care if you hate me. Like, the boss is here. I told you to come onto site.
Yeah, but someone said someone was coming.
Alright, well, if you don't, then no one can get past.
Yeah, I know, but I wanted your help.
No, you can do it. I trust you.
Can I reverse back there?
No, there's a van it way. Go on, just tuck in now. You might need to turn engine on though.
Much later.
Oh, she's a dirty girl. The truck needs a wash. Look at that, eh? That's a beautiful sight, that is. I like it. Whoa! PPE!
I put my willies on.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, you get a gaffer's that, look. Look at that, eh?
Ow! That look good, innit?
Yeah?
Can I get my wellies out? Right, so you've turned up with a screwdriver.
Put cock salad. I don't have a clue what I'm doing in July. I'm getting the Chinese on my own. What do you think? I'm a weirdo?
Action.
So, welcome to another episode of A Proper Podcast. I've got a very special guest here today. The boss, the gaffer, the one and only. My darling wife. Why'd I said my darling wife? If you're going to call me Shansa. How do you feel about having my surname?
I like it. I like being called Shansa. Sound like a superstar.
Sound like a superstar, don't you?
Olivia Shansa. Are you going to introduce? Oh, you've just introduced me. Is that my
do you want a second
Is
introduction?
that my introduction?
Do you want a second one?
Is that just it though? Can we not? Can we make it clear that this is out of my comfort zone?
Out of your comfort zone? Why? Where's your comfort zone?
With kids.
With pan on. It's not, because I do cooking on a night, don't I?
You've started cooking my tea because you're eating healthy and it's just easier for you to make the tea. That's all. I used to always cook for you. Your tea was on the table every single night before.
Yeah.
In the past few weeks, you've cooked, and I love it. Doorbell. I love it.
You do love it, don't you? I like doing it for you.
Good.
I do enjoy cooking for you. It's my way of just saying thanks for putting up with everything. So, obviously this is kind of like our opportunity to give both sides a coin. I'm going to listen to you. You're going to listen to me.
Makes a change.
So, I want you to really talk to me about how you found living with such a busy person who's committed to just working all hours that God sends, and because it started very early on, didn't it?
It started early on, but I don't think it didn't really. I don't know, because since I've started on my hands already.
Should have been a weather lady.
Should have been a what? A
weather
weather lady. I think from when we first got together all those years ago. How many years ago?
10.
Coming up to 11 years, I think.
Do less time for murder.
The best 10 years of your life. You would have been on such a different path now, wouldn't you?
I would. Down and out, wouldn't I?
No, obviously you've worked hard to get where you are, but yeah. So all them years ago, it didn't really, we were just dating. It didn't really matter. But I think since we got our own house, I'd say is when it kind of impacts then, doesn't it, on your family life and stuff. And then obviously since having the boys, it's hard. It's really hard. But we've been doing it for a lot of years now, so we keep on moving. And I mean, we wouldn't be able to do it without who wouldn't be able to do it without?
Your mum and dad.
Mother and father. Big shout out to Julie and Alan.
Me Julie and Popsy.
Yeah, like they're... God knows what we'd do without them.
I often find
Seriously.
myself like just sat thinking about just how much they actually do, and I don't think they realise how much we appreciate it. I think they think they know, but I don't think they really know how much.
We wouldn't be able to. You won't be able to work like you work if we didn't have mum and dad, though.
No, because it's like they've literally been the safety net for everything, financially, supporting obviously the boys, supporting you when you're finding it hard, taking us on holiday. Yeah, I honestly couldn't thank them enough.
But I think they do it because, I mean, they know how hard you work and they want you to
Start
achieve
making
and
some money and providing for them.
No, it's not. It's not that. It's they know how hard you work and they want you to achieve what you want to achieve. Like they're in it. Well, they're in it with us. I guess.
Yeah. They're supporting the vision and the goal. They're on board with what we're effectively trying to achieve. But yeah, I couldn't do it without them. I was going to say something. I don't know where my brain was going with it. But yeah, big shout out to Julie and Alan.
Shout out to Jules and Al. I mean, they've got the kids right now.
They have.
So we can do this. So you can get me on the podcast.
And delve into you.
I don't know how appropriate that is.
Yeah.
Shall we? Do we need to like rewind about how we first met?
Yeah, because I think it was more so really about like, because when we first met, obviously it were.
You were working with your dad.
Yeah,
when we first met.
I was working with my dad when we first met, and that whole start point was a chaotic experience, really, wasn't it? So obviously, planned to go for a date on a Saturday, and I just couldn't wait to see you. So I said, let's go out on the Tuesday night.
Cinema. Cinema and Nando's.
However, can you pick me up?
Yes, you didn't have a car, did you? So you didn't have a car, so I picked you up in my little Clio.
Pink cushions on back seat. Pink steering wheel that like too thick to
I don't remember that.
Massive.
But I didn't. I told you that my radio wasn't working because in my head I was thinking, it's going to be really awkward because if my radio's not working and we don't have much to chat about, it's silence. So I feel like I had to forewarn that my radio wasn't working. But you tried to save the day, didn't you, love? What did you do?
I tapped on your window with a screwdriver at middle of East End Park, which generically would be attempted assault, really.
Carrying an offensive weapon.
Yeah. But I didn't fix it.
No, you tried though.
I did, but it needed the code. That's what it was.
The thought were there. No, but the thought were there. I mean, God knows why I didn't find that strange.
That was a memorable moment though. Like, you know.
Yeah.
I brought a screwdriver.
Brought a screwdriver to our first date.
Because I always thought, like, what? I mean, it wasn't until afterwards I reflected on it, like, what on earth were I thinking?
You wanted to impress me by fixing the radio.
Yeah, but I didn't fix it.
But like I say, for whatever reason, I didn't find it strange, and we went on a second date. And what happened on the second date?
Turned up 4 hours late.
Yeah. 4 hours late.
That was a stressful day, that.
Yeah, it wasn't half.
Very stressful day.
Yeah, it wasn't half.
Because obviously I told you that I was going to be there at, I don't know, it was like 11 o'clock or
so we're going to go to...
Blackpool Towers, weren't we?
No, Pleasure Beach.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was running around Barnsley Centre trying to put money in the bank to get the car insured. Cause
you wanted to turn up in the Audi?
Yeah, my dad's
Audi
car.
TT.
Yeah.
TT.
I wanted to impress you with some...
So you turned up with a screwdriver, you were 4 hours, and then you were 4 hours late to our second date. How are we in this position now?
I don't know.
And then, hang on.
It was just me charm and me...
No, but hang on, and then, so 4 hours late, still for whatever reason we went out, we just went to Wetherby, which were just up the road. Then you came home, not met mum and dad before, obviously, because it was only his second date.
Yeah, walked in the kitchen, shook your dad's hand.
And ate his Chinese. What were you thinking at the time? Who was this? Who was this in my house?
And then I'm going to say a good 8 weeks later, I just moved in,
Yeah.
pretty much.
But yeah, you just came, like, you just didn't go home.
Yeah. Stuck to you like a leech, Jonna. And here we are now, all these years later, married with 2 kids.
2 beautiful boys.
So obviously, let's talk about let's talk about some dark times, and because there's been dark times through this whole process beforehand with other business and
Yeah, but I think the one that the period of time that jumps out to me the most is when we moved into his house.
yeah.
I thought everything was hunky dory, great. Got his own home, lovely. 3-4 weeks later, or even that.
Something like that, yeah.
Sat me down at table, followed in business.
Mm.
Sound.
But
I didn't. That were a stressful time.
yeah,
Because I feel like I didn't know much about what were going on. Well, to the extent of obviously how bad it was.
mm.
Can I turn this heating off because I'm sweating?
And take your clothes off if you want.
Like, it's literally a point. I feel it on my face.
It's lovely. It's toasty.
And it's, to be fair, it's an alright little setup you've got going on. No wonder you're not ever at home. Get yourself a TV and you'll be alright.
Don't say that because I've actually ordered one.
A TV?
Mm.
Why?
So the way that I looked at it is that I either pay 150 quid to print off all my drawings, or I buy a TV, and then I can just put the drawings onto the TV, and at any point I need to discuss the drawings with any lads, I can just pull them up.
How much for the TV?
90 quid.
Oh.
So I'll save some money there, and I can use it on next site.
Well done.
Upstairs for thinking. And that's all she wrote. So, I mean, that period of time really it was a dark time.
COVID just happened.
Yeah.
No, COVID was starting.
No, COVID was starting. So, obviously there were whispers of it all going off and loads of stuff on social media kicking off. And I can remember, like, obviously at one point I had to say to the lads, like, if you want to go midday while we're at work to get some food from the shopping centre. Because everyone were like loading up on tins and
toilet roll.
Yeah.
That was the thing, toilet roll.
Yeah, toilet roll. And we were getting told buy wheat. No, buy buy yeast. Just buy yeast and then you can make your own bread and your own pasta. And like that's bonkers to think that that's what were going on at that point.
I know.
And yeah, within space of 2 days I lost like 30 jobs. Just boom, like that overnight.
Because you had a big team then.
At the point I'd shrunk it down to about 8.
But before that, you had a big team.
16.
Yeah.
Yeah. That were dark. Tough
What's the time that jumps out for you for being a dark time?
I think that was probably the darkest time because that's when my beard started falling out as we approached COVID. Because at that point, obviously, although we were actively trading, the business it was in an upward trajectory. Do you know what I mean? It was kind of like plateau down. Obviously, winter's an hard time anyway, especially if you're a landscaper, because like it gets cold and stuff, and you can't really do well. Everything slows right down. When your wage bill's £10,000 a week, and you're running overheads for your business at 190 to £200 a day, gets quite scary. I can remember one weekend, about 75 grand landed in account on the Saturday, and by the Sunday there were £2,000 in there.
Straight in and out.
Yeah, it didn't even just glanced. It just. And then obviously I spent a lot of years just working on my own after that.
Did you go straight to working on your own after that?
Pretty much.
Yeah.
I worked with our kid.
Oh yeah, you worked with.
Yeah, that were a dark time as well.
That were a dark time.
Yeah. We got stuck on them 4 jobs in a row. Horrible.
And obviously that caused. That I think it's hard, isn't it, when you work with working with.
Working with family is one of the most challenging things ever because I think obviously when you are working with family, you feel like you can be more direct, but you expect more from them.
Mm,
Do you know what I mean?
mm. But I mean, the thing is now, obviously, how long did you work with Callum for?
About a year, 18
Were
months.
it?
something like
Were it that long?
I think so, yeah.
And that just wasn't meant to be like that. Just
No.
want. He's obviously doing great now with his barber and stuff, and you're on this
Yeah.
path. So yeah, that just wasn't.
He still says to me now, like, I don't honestly don't even know how you've kept going like that. The what you do is
Mm.
so difficult. I don't think people understand how hard it is when you're actually working just the job itself. If you forget about the running of the business and like managing your time, the job itself is physically challenging. So it's like strain on your back or your bones, joints.
Oh God, yeah, you. I mean, obviously you're back at gym now, aren't you? But the troubles you've had with your back over the years.
Flares up.
Mm.
And then when you couple that with cash flow issues, delays, weather, poor management of time,
That's something
no
that I
work-life
think
balance.
I feel you've got better, but I do feel time management. I mean, time management away from work as well is bad, isn't it? Like for you.
It is because I've got.
I mean, as we've just mentioned, you're 4 hours late to us for state. Like it's always been an issue.
But the thing with that is, you know, if you look at it on flip side, I'm a very. What's the word I'm looking for? Not ambitious. I'm a very sort of like glass is half full kind of person.
100%, which I think sometimes we clash on because I like to be a realist.
You're very glass half empty.
Realist.
Glass half empty.
Realist.
You're very glass on the drying board, upside down, no water in it.
A realist. Yeah, should just agree on being a realist.
No, what is real though?
Because I like to think sometimes you are away with the fairies with certain things.
I've been known to dance with the fairies a few times.
Yeah. Whereas I think how we work together is that I then bring you back down to earth. Oh.
But I think to be able to get where I want to get, it's very hard for people to understand what you do and how you're doing it and why you're doing it. Do you know what I mean? You've got to be clinically insane to do this, I think. Because if I was to, I mean, I say it to you all the time about like if I sat you down and talked you through every small little individual process and every bill and requirement and time frame and everything like that,
I'd be overstimulated.
You would be very overstimulated. You'd lose your marbles.
But I feel like, 11 years down the line, and we're still here because I won't support you to do all the it'd be hard for me to support you if I didn't think it was going to work out. I believe you're such a hard worker that I believe that we'll get to where we need to get to.
Yeah, because I'm not prepared to stop.
You're not going to give up. Yeah.
Like it.
But then it makes me sad because there's so much that you miss out on at home now.
Yeah, I mean, obviously, last night that video that I sent you.
Oh yeah.
And it's basically that dad picks his son up for the last time, but his son's like 15.
Yeah.
And I was just like, it brought me to
tears. You
tears.
were in your feels last night, to be fair. There was another one that you watched.
I just had a bit of a stressful day, and I was just thinking like these years are flying by, and there's going to come a point where I'm looking at Tommy and Robbie and I'm like...
And that's what makes me... I say to you all the time, you need to be present. So, like, you work all week, you're very rarely home for bath time, are you? You're not really home for bath time that much, are you?
Not since this site started.
No. And then on a weekend, you told me you're having weekends off, but sometimes work does creep in more often than not, even if it's just going to do a court or doing office work or whatever, it does creep in, doesn't it? But then you're on your phone all the time, doing whatever you're doing on your phone, and I do get frustrated sometimes. I think just be more present. Like, it makes me sad. I see things all the time where like children are trying to talk to the parents and they're just on the phone, and it makes me really sad. If Tommy or Robbie, obviously he's a bit too young at the minute, but if Tommy were trying to talk to you and you're just on your phone and you say I'm doing work, which I get, but I think you do need to work on that a little bit more.
Yeah.
Because like you've just said, the time just goes so fast.
I think the battle that I've got, I mean, I totally agree with you. It should be a case of once that door's closed behind me on a night, that gap that I've got from when the boys go to bed should be
and
just like a phone in box.
Yeah, it's not long. I mean, sometimes you're not even home. You're not even home. They're in bed, are they, before you get up home?
I think the thing that's hard for me is, it's like I've committed to this thing to achieve this thing, and it's literally for boys and for you. It's not for my own gratification or like that. It's to basically put the family in a position where we can almost be free and do what we want to do and go where we want to go. Obviously, the idea of the small holding and the dream home it's for the boys so that they can be raised in an environment that is free to learn and grow. Like, I mean, obviously I grew up on a council estate or near to a council estate where there were just nothing for us to do, and then you just start finding stuff to do that you shouldn't be doing, and generally you're knocking about with people that don't really have any goals or ambitions. So it's like I've set myself this goal and I need to achieve it before Tommy gets to his teenage years, because that's when you really start to lose a grasp on him, because you start going to high school and then you've got influence from peers and teachers and everything else. And it's like, for me, like there's a timestamp on being able to achieve that point that's fighting against, well, how much of this beginning do you sacrifice? Because you've got to sacrifice. To get where I want to go, there's got to be a sacrifice. It's not a case of you can balance it all out and it works all right, unless you're very, very lucky, which I've never been until I met you. But just generally looking like in business and work and financial, it's all been pure hard work. And
no, that's what I said. I think you could have easily gone down a different route.
Oh yeah,
with your life.
Yeah, without a shadow of a doubt, completely. So,
and I think just as well, I remember what I want to say about you saying then about like obviously how many hours you've got up and how hard you've got to work. I think unless, like for example, a lot of my friends' husbands or partners, like they're employed, aren't they? So I think like for example, if you're missing out on a night out or something as small as that, I think they think, oh, you're miserable. You're just miserable. You just don't want to be sociable. I mean, there might be an element of that because you're tired, but it's not. It's because you're just you're just in work zone constantly.
Constantly thinking about what's next, because you can't drop the ball. Everyone's relying on me, and there's times where I'm vacant and you're not present. Like, I'm sitting there and I'm thinking, like, all these people that believe in me to do it, like your mum, like your dad, like you, like the lads that are around me, the lads that I've got on board, because they all believe in the vision and what I'm trying to achieve. And it's like, I can't afford to let them down, because if I let them down, then,
But then what I've said to you lots of times before, when you've come home and you've been like you've had a bad day, well, not just a bad day, like things are just going wrong and it's too much pressure, too much stress. Like I said to you, Phil, just like go work for somebody. Like it's absolute, like there's no pressure from my side for you to, I don't want you to be so stressed and under so much pressure all the time. But obviously your response is always not a chance.
Never.
So we've just got to keep.
I'd never do that.
And when we say we've just got to keep going, people are thinking, why are you saying we?
Oh, it's a complete team effort.
Yeah.
But I'm well aware of that. Like, I mean, it's like this site in general. I says to you, and well, even probably when I started on the property development journey, like, I mean, we had that conversation, didn't we, about how, like, this is going to be tough. Like, this next 10 years is going to be a grind, but it's going to be a grind for everyone. You know, everyone needs to chip in. I obviously volunteered your mum and dad to that idea as well without passing it by them. And when I eventually do get to that vision and that end goal, it won't be a case of, well done, Phil. It's, you know, we've done this together. Like, we've raised these boys, or you've raised these boys while I've been able to do that, so that you've got the freedom to be able to put time and effort into them, and your mum and dad have chipped in so that they can take pressure off you, and you know, and it is a massive team effort, and I don't take that for granted at all. Although sometimes it seems that way, but it's because my head's away with that power line needs to come down because that's going to delay that, and I've got that bill to pay. If I don't get the frame up and get the roof on at that point, then drawdown's not coming in. If money don't come in at that point, then that brings in another bill that should be paid off by that. And it's all this going round, and then I'm thinking, if I don't find somewhere else to go on to when this site's finished, then there's going to be a stopgap where there's going to be no money earned, and then that brings in a whole other problem. And it's just like, and then you've got obviously other situations that come into play where whether it be vehicles breaking down or lads not turning up or problems on site where subcontractors have made a cock up, or, you know, clients that are not happy that need, you know, reassurance, or
and don't get me wrong, like, there's times when I do feel frustrated and I'm not all for like singing and dancing. Oh my god, this is the vision, this is how it's going to be. Like, sometimes I'm frustrated when you say you're going to be home to see boys and then you don't ring me to tell me you're not going to be, so then you're just not home. But then I have to remind myself that you're not just out like getting drunk or just out messing around. Like, you are out at work. And although that's easier said than done sometimes, trying to think like that when I feel quite pissed off, I have to like just check myself and be like, right, no, he's at work. Although you're still shit at communicating, he's at work. Because you are very bad at communicating.
Most of the time. But that's what I'm on about the kind of like flip side of coin, and it's like if I've got 16 important calls to make in a day, and it gets to say 3 o'clock, and I'm only 6 calls in, and then I've got some stuff going on site, and then I've got emails to respond to. Like, it's bad to say, but my brain's not thinking about what's happening at home. I'm like, that's covered. I don't need to worry about that. I'm thinking, if I don't get this sorted today, it's going to cause a massive knock-on effect that might delay something a week or a month, or, you know, if that bill don't get paid, then they're going to start going down the process of legals and all that kind of stuff. And it's a lot of pressure sometimes, and I'm not.
I think sometimes it's hard for us to both see
the pressure
that, I mean, it's different types of pressure, but I think it's hard for us to see that sometimes what the other ones having so, like, for example, I'm obviously on maternity now, so I'm at home with kids. You think, oh,
you're on holiday.
I'm on holiday. Sit and have a coffee, great. Slow mornings, great.
I mean, the amount of times you've sent me a photo of a coffee date when kids are sleeping pram. Coffee date with boys. I'm like, hair's falling out, eyelashes are falling out, everything's on fire. You know what I mean? I'm thinking, what the fuck's going on? But obviously...
But thank you, yeah.
I would not be able to look after them boys full time. I just don't have the mental capacity for that.
You don't have the boobs for it either.
No, they're gone now, aren't they? Gone. Ran them off.
Your hair does make you look slimmer as well.
Yeah. I think it makes me look younger.
You look much better.
Tell me more.
My dad said you look cleaner.
Tell me more.
No, you do. You look good.
Yeah, I'm good.
Really good.
But yeah, I mean,
Oh, caught
all
you
that.
off guard then, didn't I? You got a bit nervous then.
Yeah, a little bit, yeah. All that aside, though, I am happy, and people don't understand that. Even though when everything's going like, everything's like on fire and it's stressful, like I'm
You
happy.
thrive off that though, I think.
I do. Like,
I need to get this much money by this time. It's like, right, yeah, on it.
yeah, but that's the good bit, and I've always said that, like, if I was to win the lottery tomorrow, like 15 million, the joy of buying nice things wouldn't satisfy me. Or if you were to fast forward, say, 15 years, in zip of an eye.
Zip of an eye?
Zip of an eye didn't sound right, did it?
Blink of an eye?
Blink of an eye, I couldn't think.
In zip of an eye?
Yeah.
What does that even mean?
I can't blink with this side because there's no eyelashes, so there's a zip in it.
No, it's that side, there's no eyelashes.
Is it?
This side?
This side?
Yeah, yeah.
Is it?
Yeah.
Ah, bloody hell. What were I saying? Blink of an eye. Yeah, if you were to fast forward and I were to have everything that I wanted to have, and it's not necessarily materialistic things, it's that unit. That
Freedom.
It's just that family unit where I really want to drill into it, boys, how important family life is, and that you all work together to make it happen. It's not something that you go away and you work hard and you go away and you work hard. You all work together on that one thing to make it work, and everyone benefits from it. Do you know what I mean? Which is what I want. Like the idea of having like a small holding and being able to have like bonfire nights where there's 50, 60 of us all.
Whoa, calm down.
What?
Not that many people. No.
Why?
Intimate gatherings.
Intimate gatherings?
Yeah.
Some people would consider that as swinging.
Intimate family gatherings.
That's incest.
You know what I mean? 50, 60 people.
Yeah.
Imagine the clean-up. There's a fly. Getting the bat out.
No, but you know what I mean? Like bonfire nights and like Halloween parties,
yeah,
Christmases.
No, we want to be the hosters.
Yeah. We both agreed quite early on that it don't matter how hard it is when it comes to that point when kids start like having the friends round. And
we want to be the house
like,
where the friends
literally
come.
Like anyone can come.
That was like my house, though.
So like you need to remember this. Obviously, it's on camera, and I'll play it back in 15 years when there's like 25 people, 30 people, kids running riot in garden.
But that's what that were always like me and my brother always had. It were always our house that we had people at. Like when I was young, but then even growing up, like pre-drinks and going out and party. My mum was like, "Yeah, just come here, it's fine."
Yeah, but you need space to do that. So it's not about the money. It's about them moments.
And I'd rather them be like this. Is how my mum used to say as well. Like I'd rather them be at my house.
Yeah.
And like get to know the friends and stuff like that. And
well, yeah, and just generally speaking, like kids will be kids, and like you can't police them when they're out. You just can't. They'll do whatever they want to do.
That scares me thinking about. Yeah, but no offence, darling, but there's a lot of stuff that you did that if Tommy or Robbie were to do, like,
yeah,
there'd be stern words.
Yeah. Yeah.
So let's just leave
I think my ultimate goal really is to be the best friend. For them.
But I think you are now. Like, yeah.
No, but it's like we spoke about this before. How there's like a period in parenting where it's like when they're born.
Sorry.
Jet Li.
Phil, you need to get a bat out for that.
I was building up to a moment then, and it were ruined by. You know, in the sun, you did do that.
Go on then, carry on. I'll keep it.
What were I saying?
Shall I keep the fly back?
No, because you'll get lost with it. What were I saying?
Different terms of parenting.
All right, yeah. So from when they're born till when they're like 8, 9, 10, it's about really just making sure they get enough nutrients and knowledge and take care of them. And then from like 10 to 18, that's discipline era. That's get them on track. Make sure, like, I don't care if you hate me. Like, these are the barriers. Stay within the barriers. Yeah. And then after that, you're just a friend. Because once they're of an adult age, they make their own choices. And then that's when the lead's gone. And
but I think now, like, yeah, I get what you're saying, like, later on when they're in the teenage years, but like now, yeah, you're not at home like all the time, obviously, but when you are at home and you like, how excited are they when you get home?
Oh, they're buzzing.
Like, they're absolutely buzzing when you get home. Like, and like just copy it. Like, so like Tommy is not like, you've been eating this chicken, haven't you, on this diet, like just chicken breast, haven't you?
Yeah.
And like, he just wants to eat chicken breast now.
Yeah.
Just loves it because you love it. And then like whenever he's playing with his like building toys, it's like, yeah, I'm being daddy, and then with his pencil behind his ear and stuff. I'm daddy. Like, he loves it.
Yeah.
But then he knows, like, if you're never at home, like sometimes he'll say to you, like, if you are at home or you've,
why are you not at work?
Why are you not at work?
Yeah. But that's important for me as well, for them to see like, it's my responsibility to imprint on them what a man should be. Do you know what I mean? Which goes back to traditional values, which we both align in. Which I think is why we don't really argue all that much. That and the fact that I'm a very calm person.
Yeah, sometimes a bit too like laid back with stuff. And I'm the opposite.
I often think that if I had the same temperament as you, it'd be a different
I just
story.
like things to be right, and like things.
Oh
done.
no, I like things to be right.
Things. Can I just finish? I like things to be right, and I like things to be done there and then. Get it done, get it ticked off. Lovely.
You see, the thing is though, like, I'm like that at work, but when I come home and I've had a day of it, I'm just like, I need to just simmer down.
Whereas a lot of people like will wait for their partners to get home for them to then help out with things like that. But we don't, like, okay, yeah, we've already mentioned you started making my tea, which I really appreciate. Love it, thank you. But
sounds sarcastic, that.
But there's a lot of other things that like you don't have to worry about in there.
What, like washing?
Washing. How just
well,
general
I never
house
generally. I've never worried about washing because ever since I met you, really, and that washing basket is still the same washing basket from when you were living at your mum and dad's.
No, it's not. We got a new one when we moved out.
It's exactly the same.
Separated. Do you know what? As well, it separated whites and blacks, but for whatever reason, I mean, you're not colourblind. Are you colourblind?
No, but
you always fail to put them in the correct sides.
Yeah, but I think I can speak for every man on that. That we aim for basket. That's a bit as good as it gets. But that one understairs, I've been trying to fill it up for best part of 5 years, and I just can't seem to fill it. It just empties itself. And then the clothes miraculously end up in my drawer. Clean.
Yeah, I think that's what we need to highlight, is that I don't even just do your washing. I do your washing, I put it away. The amount of people that I speak to, the fingers coming out, the amount of people that I speak to that think it's mental that I put your clothes in your drawers or hang your clothes up in your wardrobes. Crazy.
Yeah, but I mean, when you're averaging like 14-hour days.
And that's why I do it.
I know, and I'm very grateful for
panic,
that.
I'm not going to stop doing it.
Please don't. Because, I mean, you've seen my attempts at washing, and generally goes away semi-dry.
Oh, God, yeah.
And it stinks.
Yeah. Put washing away for you, love. Oh, thank you so much. That saves me a job.
Where did you go? You went Blackpool, didn't you, with your nana?
My mum and Nana.
And you
for
asked
a
me
couple
to
of
change
days
out
with
bedding.
with
And
the
I was
boys.
like, I've got this. Strip bedding. Put new bedding on.
Oh, it's easy this.
4
You actually
wash
said to me,
loads.
oh, it's easy this.
4 wash loads. Smashed it. Folded it.
4
dried
wet
it. Dried it.
wash
Folded it.
4 very wet wash loads. I thought,
Yeah.
oh, wow, how's he managed to get all that done in that short space of time?
Practically took out a washer and folded it.
Literally. And it all stunk, so I had to redo it anyway. But the thought were there.
Yeah.
The thought were there. That's the most important.
Yeah. I try my best. No, do you know what? I don't try my best. I think I could definitely try a lot harder. Should I be saying that?
No, you could.
Do you know?
Yeah.
Do you know what it is? It's like I filmed some footage earlier on, and I were on about how like dealing with stress and like how I find dealing with stress, and being able to deal with stress is being able to make clear, decisive decisions under pressure.
Decisive decisions.
Precise, yeah. Speak good English.
Mm.
And make clear, precise. I'm sure it's decisive. Doesn't sound like that, does it?
It's not
Pure
decisive.
dyslexic decisions.
Yeah.
That's operating well under stress. But generally what tends to happen is everything else gets forgotten about. I.e. family life, you, time with boys, whatever goes on at home, anything else that's going on. So it's like I'm able to keep my brain ticking for what I need to have it ticking for, but then obviously on the flip side,
Yeah, I feel you, for example, you would not have. I mean, we haven't really got a massive social life anyway now, but like we wouldn't do anything. You wouldn't do anything other than work if it wasn't for me, like managing that side of your diary, like holidays or like meeting up with friends. It's like we're going out next weekend.
Well, you'll say to me, "What are you doing on November in 2008 and 2028?"
No, I don't. That's so dramatic.
Well, I mean, it's like next year you'll be like, "What are you doing in July?" And I'm like, "I don't have a clue what I'm doing in July. Like, let me know close at time." And then it gets close at time, you book something, and then like the stress that goes through my head in the lead up to that, because going away on holiday for anyone that's self-employed, it's not just a case of, I take some time off, I'll go away, come back, happy days. I even get paid while I'm away. It's not the case. For me to go away, I've got to save up the money to go away. I've got to save up the money for while I'm away to keep everything going. And then I've got to save a buffer to re-enter back into the reality of business.
But when you're away, you have a great, like, we had a lovely time.
Oh yeah, because like it takes me a couple of days to sink into the holiday. But
you're still in a little bit of, like, you still did a bit of work, didn't you, when we went in September?
Yeah, because otherwise I can't settle. Like if I just turned off and I didn't worry about, obviously it'll be a different story when there's 15, 16 office staff that are managing things and everything's pretty much running itself. That'll be different. But even still, then I'll be
15, 16 office staff.
Yeah, we're going big time.
This is when I say, like, away at fairs sometimes.
Well, it's going to take 20 years to get to there, but like, you know what I mean? But even at that point, I'll be stressing because it's like my troubles that I've got now, over hundreds of thousands of pounds, will be tens of millions at that point. Do you know what I mean?
But when you're away, we're going away again, aren't we, in a few weeks for my 30th.
Can't believe you're 30. Lucky me, because obviously you look a lot younger than 30. So
I don't know, I did.
By the time you're 50. Like,
since I've had Robbie, I've definitely aged. I've got so many grey hairs, and now obviously these little bits of hairs, postpartum hairs.
Yeah, but I look at you and I just think, that's my beautiful wife.
What do you want?
Let's keep it PG. But yeah, no, more recently, obviously you're saying I'm being in my feelings, but more recently I've had a lot of gratitude moments where like you stop and just appreciate what's going on and what you've got around you and the people that you've got around you, and I probably don't say it enough to your mum and dad, like how grateful I am for them. Probably should do. Shall I ring them now and let them know? But even just like the boys, like we were saying about that video, like we've been so lucky with just how they are, but a lot of that's down to you and your mum. You know, and how you've raised them and brought them up and their understanding of things and their, what do you call them, mental skills and stuff. Obviously I'm still working on mine, but
the mental skills.
Yeah, like their the communication and
Well,
you know,
that's
the
because
speech
Tommy's
and
speech is from
you
it.
can have a full conversation with Tommy.
Yeah, being able to since you were. What is he's just gone 3 now, but I'd
Full conversation,
yeah,
in depth,
from
about,
2 years old.
about like things, like his understanding of emotion and everything.
His imagination's.
Yeah.
Well, it's quite funny. So it's like most of the time,
Yeah.
It makes me laugh.
And then Robbie's just a smile all the time, a ray of sunshine. But I do think it's got a time stamp on that.
Yeah, he's going to be a little shit, isn't he?
Yeah.
Some of the stuff he does, and you go no, and he.
He's like, yeah, it's coming. I'm gonna smash
And
this
they've
off.
started like ganging up on me, them two,
Have
Robbie
they?
and Tommy. Yeah, so like that little carpet with like rug thing they've got on chair in the kitchen.
Yeah.
Robbie keeps pulling it off and he's in his walker, and then Tommy thinks that's funny, so like then he'll run and do it, and then they'll both go. I think that started out. He's only 9 months old.
Oh. Yeah. It's mad because I miss all of that, but it's like go back to what I was saying about how like sacrifices are made. Like I sacrifice my time with them so that you can have that time with them.
But then I'm going back to work in January. So that although I am on maternity, like I am going back to work, so I'm worried about how I'll be able to. I mean, obviously you do it, and everyone's done it, and I will do it. But it's finding my own routine with it all, and I'm just worried about how I'll manage everything, and then being sad that I'm not with boys as much as I have been with them. Like I've been able to pick Tommy up from nursery the 2 days that he's at nursery. I won't be able to do that when I'm back at work. So it's just finding a new routine with it all, I guess, and got Christmas off with them, and then back to work in January.
Scary.
Back to a working mum.
So what we've got here is obviously your entrance is here.
Yeah.
You've got front door.
Yeah.
Staircase on left. Upstairs. Obviously you walk forward, you met with a double door to get into kitchen. Door on your right hand side, that's your living room. Then you've got a toilet at the front, which goes back to back there. Metre off that wall is a cupboard. And then you've got access into this room at the bottom of the stairs. This is study or snug.
Playroom.
Or playroom. And then cupboard at the back there. Then through into kitchen, you've got all your kitchen space, kitchen dining, and then that's a utility space. And then there's a door through into a garage that's in there.
Beautiful.
Yeah. And then obviously this house has got 3 floors.
Oh, is it?
Yeah. So on the top floor there's a playroom or sixth bedroom.
Right. What, the whole of the top floor?
Yeah. So there's on the top floor it's either a playroom or another bedroom.
Right.
And then ensuite bedroom.
Or a dressing room?
Bedroom, dressing room.
Would you not have a bedroom with a dressing room?
But it's divided with a landing. So you could open it up and just have all upstairs as one big master suite.
Walk-in wardrobe, like a walk-in dressing room, walk-in wardrobe room.
What, like a main master suite?
Yeah, that's what I'd be doing.
Yeah. She's changed my design already. I mean, it's been on. See, woman's touch in a woman's eye. I mean,
Yeah, no. Well, when I last came, it literally just looked like that Paramud over there.
we're just digging out, aren't we?
Yeah.
Should we stick kettle on?
Yeah.
Come on then. So I'm going to bring you to the second segment of the podcast,
Right.
which is questions from the followers to ask you. Yeah?
Yes. Let's go. Cold now.
It's hanging in there.
Should we get a takeaway tonight?
No. I'm on a diet. See, do you know when you say, I support you all the time? My diet is like a very grey area for you.
Yeah, I struggle with that.
Yeah.
Because
But
like, to
I
me,
do-
like food, like I love sharing food with you.
Yeah,
when the
like you
kids,
had a meltdown when I first went on diet and you were like, well, what about weekends? Can you not have a takeaway? And I was like, well, no, because I've got to carry through. I says, just get one on your own. I ain't getting a Chinese on my own. What do you think? I'm a weirdo? Like, that's not weird to get a Chinese on
is.
your own.
Can't you just like get some?
You actually got right upset and nearly, I think you did start crying.
I did not start crying.
You did. You started crying because you
Yeah,
wanted
because
to be able to enjoy the
like
meal
the thing
with
is with
me.
you, you're all in. No, what's this thing? You go from 0 to 100, so it's like you're all in or all out. Is what I'm trying to say. So you told me you're starting this diet. What's that banging? You told me you were starting this diet, but it wasn't like I'm just starting this diet. Like, I'm starting this diet. I'm going to go to the gym every day. I'm eating 200 calories per day. Piece of chicken and a carrot stick.
Piece of chicken and broccoli. Yeah. You enjoy the meal that I make for you on a night.
Yeah, but it's Friday night. Like, I want to put the kids to bed. Can put a film on.
I'll make you some extra sweet potato. I'll put a bit of garlic dust on them. Get you a tub of low calorie ice cream and you can have 3 spoonfuls. Keep you under them cals.
Shut up. I'll do what I want to do. About a popcorn salad. Popcorn salad.
No, because that's my favourite. Popcorn salad is a hack, innit? Is it a hack? It's a life hack.
Bit of popcorn,
What's your
sweet,
go-to? Because I
thought that looked rude then.
What?
I thought I did
Yeah,
a rude
it
hand.
did look
I
a
didn't
bit
mean that
rude,
sweet in my chocolate, but
Oh
then,
yeah, well, is that out? Whoa. What's your go-to for foot salad?
What were you going to say? What?
Foot cock salad.
Well, what's my go-to for the popcorn salad?
Yeah.
All the time.
You're doing it again.
Oh, sorry. All the time. Crunchy bites.
Yeah.
They're not called crunchy
I think
bites.
they're overrated, me.
You know what I mean? They are.
There's not enough. I tell you what I'm going to do
Clusters. Honeycomb clusters.
when I come off my diet. I'm going to make my own of them.
Well, I'm just happy with them bought from shop.
Yeah, but when I make
So
my
what
own,
that
and
I
you
like
eat
them in them. I'm not overly bothered about like loads of sweets in a popcorn salad. I'd rather have more chocolate.
Right.
And do you know what does offend me actually? When you put Revels in there.
Revels are a game changer.
No, you put Revels in there and I think, oh, a little minstrel. And then I think, oh, it's put minstrels. And I get another one. I think, it's a Revel. It's coffee. Or the orange ones.
They're all tasty.
Nah.
Grow up.
Nah.
That's all I say. Grow up. You know what I mean? What, bit of coffee? You don't like a bit of coffee? Coffee chocolate goes well together. Revels are amazing.
Calm down. No, let's go at questions.
I'm trying to find them.
What about talking about how I feel about you doing social media? You want to feel like when you first started that, like, or a bit like, what?
Well, everyone were. It actually made it into your brother's speech.
Wedding
At the
speech.
wedding.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think everyone were a bit taken aback. Everyone's obviously used to it now. Like, used to you doing it. Like, this for me is still very bizarre, this now. Like when this goes out, my friends I'm gonna get loads of messages like, what on earth is going on? Why are you on YouTube?
I just wanted out of it. I always explain it as fishing, and when I first started social media, it was just about fishing for whatever I could, whether it be contacts or friends or whatever. I just wanted some friends.
But we have made friends. Like, I've even made friends from it now.
Yeah.
Like through
like friends in business, like business associates and whatnot. And then when you start progressing into social media, you start understanding, right, these are the types of fish that I want to catch. So you start baiting for that and bringing it in. social media for me has been all about the network growth and being able to build a platform where people can watch and appreciate how hard this is. And I'm not even going to say I've always tried to be honest. I always have been honest with every stage that I've been at and how things are and how difficult they are. And I think the hardest part for me at the moment with the social media is, obviously I've gone from working on my own and having all this free time to create content and, you know, sticking camera up and having a good laugh and a joke with it. And, you know, it's brilliant. Like, that is a side of my personality, but a large part of my personality is stressful organisation, trying to get things through and progress with stuff. And like this next portion of my social media journey it's about that transition, which has been hard for me to compartmentalise. And it's been just adding to stress of, you know, well, how does the what does the social media look like now? And are people still going to watch and enjoy it? And it's mental, because when I first started, I was just doing like gardens and driveways.
You started it first doing our garden.
Yeah, in the garden.
It was called In the Garden.
Yeah.
Started doing that. But I think for me, at first I struggled. Well, sometimes I still do, like how you're on your phone constantly, and that was the main thing for me at first. Like just constantly had your head in your phone, doing whatever you were doing, editing or replying to people or whatever. Like I said, there's been positives from it, because you've made friends who are like minded like you, and then I've then made friends with their partners, aren't they? So I guess that's nice. And then their kids are friends with our boys, so that's nice. But at first I did struggle with it, but I feel like I've just almost just got used to that now.
I won't be where I am without social media, because all my investors and my contacts have come through social media, and the fact that I do, like, there's no airs and graces with what I put on there. You know, even if a post absolutely tanks.
But I won't ever get used to you being recognised. Remember, I went to the thing not long ago in our village, that little event that we
Oh, yeah. They actually U-turned and came round.
Came up to you and said,
"Are you a builder?" I says, "Are you a builder?" I went, "Yeah." He went,
"Love your content."
Yeah, love your content.
I wanted the floor to swallow me up, because we're with us friends as well.
Yeah, that were like their first real. I mean, it's still awkward for me. What's more awkward is when someone approaches you and says, like, "Are you a proper Yorkshire builder?" and then they don't say out after that, and then you just like, so.
Maybe I'm gonna get recognised now after this. Maybe now you're gonna get like loads of views off this video, and then I can be like Mrs. Proper Yorkshire.
A proper Yorkshire wife is what you'd be called.
Well, I want my own identity.
A proper Yorkshire wife.
But maybe that's what's gonna happen. Maybe I'm gonna get all the love. Maybe I'll get all the love off this video. To be fair, whenever you tag me in anything on Instagram, I do get then loads of followers, loads of follow requests. I don't accept them though, because I don't know who they are. I don't want to see the boys and stuff, but I do get a lot of requests. But I'm quite a private person. To a certain extent.
To a certain extent?
Yeah.
Is there something you're not telling me? Do I need to start having a look online and seeing what goes on?
I just think I pay for all my coffee dates.
That's a nervous twitch. She'll get down and
yeah, because I'm on a tight schedule. I've got to get back for the boys.
So, what's the hardest part about me being married to someone who's always chasing the next big project?
You're not being at home much.
Because obviously,
hang on.
Let's break that question down.
Okay, right. I think these questions are for me.
They are.
Yeah.
But I need you to understand them so that you can answer them correctly.
Don't patronise me. I've done really well so far.
You have. You've done amazing.
So let's round it up, and I'll answer the questions myself. You can give your little bit as well if you want.
I'm going to ask you again.
What?
What's the hardest part about being married to someone who's always chasing the next big project? before you answer, I want you to bear in mind that when you first met me, I was laying block paving, and now I'm building 2 passive houses,
The step up from that.
and I'm waiting for a call off my agent for the next big project.
Oh, really?
Yeah, which I haven't really told you about, which
No.
has just kind of come into it.
Right,
Do you want to know?
We'll talk about it later.
Or do you want to answer the question first?
I'll answer the question.
Go on then.
So what do I struggle with the most? Just that you're not, the lack of how much you're at home, and how much you're missing out on family life at the moment. These are the main things. I feel sad that you're not seeing certain things that the boys are doing, or missing out on them bits.
I feel sad about that too, though. I feel guilty all the time.
And I think, and also just when you said about how you were doing block paving and then now doing obviously these 2 5-bed houses, like that jump's massive. It's a scary jump. Like that stuff like scares me, doesn't it? Like taking risks and taking big jumps and stuff. So I think sometimes I have to, when you tell me like what your next project, or you told me you're doing this, for example, the 2 5-bed houses. In deep down inside, I'm thinking, oh my god, what do you mean? Like, that's a lot of money. That's a big, massive job. But I tried to not outlet that too much to you. Oh, I just have now.
Yeah, because my outlook is if you always burden yourself with what if.
You're a risk taker though. That's where I'm not.
Yeah, but if you do always burden yourself with what if, then you won't.
No.
I've said to you on loads of occasions, though, what if I leave the house today and get hit by a car? Like, I'd never leave the house if I worried about that. Do you know what I mean? When you simplify it right down to that point, then it's like, what if it works out?
Well, I'm sure it will.
It definitely will, because there's no other option. Have you heard the story about burning ships? So Alexander the Great sailed his armada, I think that's what he called it, big fleet of ships, over to Persian, Asia, to confront Persian army and take over some island or something. And when they approached the shores, obviously, all Persian army were there, and they were outnumbered like 50 to 1. And he made his army set fire to the ships that they were sailing in on. Because at that point, he said that there is no way home unless we defeat the Persian army, because we've got no ships. So they burnt the ships, stormed the beach, defeated the Persian army, and the rest is history.
You've lost me.
But my point being is that I always believe that if you really want to get somewhere, you have to put yourself in a position where there's no other option but forward to get through it.
And you do?
And I do.
Next question.
How do you manage keeping the house, the boys and everything else running while I'm out working 14, 15, 16-hour days?
Shout out to Julian Allen again. No.
Yeah, I don't. I just send them to Julian Allen.
No, honestly, like, obviously I do get help, but I do also do a lot of it on my own. It's hard, and especially, like I said, going back to work in January, like, I'm worried about that, like how I'm going to manage all that. But I make it work and I do it, and like going back to what I said earlier, I do it because you're not out just with your mates, like having a great time. Like, you're out working hard, so I need to then work hard at home as well. Which I think we do a team effort.
You need to work on your knuckle bust though.
I know, I just realised that when I did that.
Like,
do it again.
Why do you tuck the little fingers in?
What are you supposed to do with your
No,
fingers?
straighten it up. Come on, pound it. Come on. Oh my god. Oh my god, what just happened?
Do it again, because you're not stretching your arm enough.
Can't believe I married a head girl. That's what happens when you marry a head girl. You can't even knuckle bust straight.
I can't even speak, actually. That's what I can't do. I can't believe I married somebody who used to burn bins for a hobby.
I can't believe you said that. Yeah, I wore a Nesbit.
You want a Nesbit?
I wore a
I wasn't a
Nesbit.
Nesbit. We were just very different. We went to the same school, actually. That's probably what we should have mentioned that before. We went to the same school, we didn't speak at all, did we?
Nah, I mean, head girl, Nesbit,
Not a
don't
Nesbit.
generally.
Anyway, here we are. Happily married 10 years later.
Indeed, we are.
Next question.
Do you ever feel like the business takes too much off me? And how do you handle it? So obviously, like, you have a different look. You have a different perspective on what you see and what's going on. And generally, I think normally you can tell when stuff's not right. And
God, yeah, I can tell when you had a bad day or something's not gone wrong, not gone right.
so it's the question really is like, how do you feel about that?
It's hard because I think sometimes you like to talk about work and other times you don't, if you've had like the bad day or something's gone wrong. So then it's like me, I've got to try and work out whether we're talking about it or we're not talking about it. Do I want to seem interested or not want to seem interested? That's hard, that managing your moods can be quite hard.
I think it is quite hard because we touched topic on this before about what responsibility I have to you to share information with you about what's going on, because obviously it's my opinion that as obviously a traditional man, working class man, burdening you with all the troubles that go on throughout the day or the week or the month, it's not fair on you because you're getting second-hand information without the knowledge of what's going on really and what's being done to overcome it. So it's like I might have a shit day or a shit week and like I might have spent a week thinking of how I'm going to overcome it, and I might have, if I try this when that happens, if I try this and that happens. And then if I were to tell you at the end of it, I've then got to go through all that process again with you when I've already been through that process on my own.
I can tell when something's wrong. But it's just, I find it hard because you don't want to be a burden and put it on me. So it's like me working out whether, right, okay, does he want to talk about it to get it off his chest to help him feel better, or do we not talk about it because it's gonna, like, it can't be bothered go through it again. So that is quite difficult actually. That's probably one of the most difficult things I'd say actually.
Yeah. Is it hard to see? Is it hard to watch?
Is it hard to watch you going through that? Yeah, I mean, you like all this with your alopecia and stuff, like.
Yeah, which is kicking off again. Actually, I think I've got a ball patch here.
Really?
Yeah.
See, like that, that's how much pressure you're putting yourself under and stuff, aren't you? But that's why when you put that thing out on Instagram the other week and it was like you didn't want to talk to your wife, you don't mean because you didn't want to burden me. It's like.
It's not about we don't talk.
Like, I think we do talk.
No, we do. We talk about everything. But my point about that post were, as a working class man who wants to be that father figure, husband, like protector, provider, it's not your responsibility to deal with my problems. It's my responsibility. And it's not fair that I bring that information or that worry or that panic into your life when there's nothing you can do about it other than to just be there. Do you know what I mean? It's not fair. It's not that I can't, as in like I'm not allowed to speak to you.
You just don't.
Within my own head, it's not.
Yeah.
It's just not allowed.
Right, I'm gonna have to wrap it up. I think I've got to go.
Really? But I've got more questions for you.
I know, but I've got to go. Pick the best question out of there.
Well, I mean, one of the questions I guess what the answer is. So I'll ask you the other one.
Obviously, I'm now intrigued to know what the question is.
It says, when you look at everything we've built together, the chaos, the stress, what you're most proud of?
Oh, the boys.
Yeah. What's something you wish people understood about being the wife of a builder trying to grow an empire? Because there's a lot of women in your same position that just watch the men go to work and they come home stressed and they don't talk about the issues and they are. That, do you know what I mean? That it's the exact the same thing, which is what I were hoping to gain out of doing this episode with you, because it's an insight into both sides, and what we're really hoping is that a man and a wife would be able to sit and watch it together and just almost give each other a chance to just talk and not judge.
And going back to what I said, I think we struggle at times to appreciate what the other one's doing, and sometimes it can almost feel like, well, I've done a bit of a competition. Well, I've done this and I've done this today. What have you? Do you know, like a bit like that? I think it is hard to with that sometimes, but you've got to work through it. Otherwise, you're not going to get anywhere, are you? And for me, believing that your vision is going to happen.
Yeah.
Like, you want this to happen, you want your vision to happen, and I want that vision to happen. Like, we want it to happen as much as each other.
Yeah.
Just got to believe. Just got to.
It's like when I leave the house in the morning, like, to get myself ready for the day, all I'm thinking is Liv's at home, she's doing her bit, looking after the boys, raising kids, keeping the house clean, doing whatever she needs to do. Like, I need to go and perform today. Like, I need to make sure that I'm doing my bit, because then I'm not holding my end of the bargain up.
And I think all I ask from you to, like, in this situation is, when you are at home and you're with the boys, just be a bit more present. That's probably the main thing that you need to work on.
I agree with you.
To be more present when you're at home. Because then I feel, it's like this weekend, for example, I'm like, right, well, I'll take the boys out, like, so you can have an hour Saturday morning to do some work. I almost then feel a bit of pressure to give you that time as well, but I don't need to sound all about me, this, but it's like, well, where's my time? Like, I just like to get a bath in peace sometimes. That's beautiful to me. Like, no joke. Like, I don't ask for big things, but yeah. Both working hard.
I am learning that, though, that obviously for me, I'm at a house most of the day, all of the day, most of the time.
You leave at what time? You leave at 4:30, 4:45?
Yeah.
5, whatever, and get back at most days it's past 7:30.
I'd say average is about 6:30, 7 o'clock.
Yeah, 7 o'clock.
It's around about that time.
A lot of time the boys are already in bed, aren't they? And they're down for about 7.
Yeah. And then
I look forward to the weekend. Like, this is the thing, so going back to that question, as a wife to someone who works so hard, like, you look forward to them being home. So when you're then telling me you're going to be home for a certain time and you're not, like, then that gets you. It gets me.
Like,
I like looking forward to the weekend because I know that you're going to be at home.
Yeah, but I describe the weekend as running into jelly. Because when you're operating through a week, when 90% of whatever you do in the day is all geared towards making progress in the business, a weekend is dead space that should be enjoyed with family. But it's like, if you don't achieve what you need to achieve in that week, you hit the jelly, and then you can't do anything.
Why do you have to? Why does everything turn into like?
Because I'm on a diet, and that's all I'm thinking about is food. There is some questions for you to ask me if you want to ask them.
Okay, and I really need to hurry up. Like, it's not fair on my mum.
Just pick 2.
When you come home after a long day on site or meetings, what helps you switch off and reconnect with us?
What helps me switch off? I've never told you this, but I've got a little ritual before I enter the house, and sometimes it works and sometimes it don't work. And when I'm sat on the driveway in the van, I'm performing my ritual.
What's your ritual?
Which is, I turn my phone off. Obviously, I don't turn it off, but I press it off so I can't see the screen, and I say to myself that I'm about to go into a house and I need to be the best husband and the best dad I can possibly be. No matter what's happened today, I need to turn up. And obviously I walk in the house and I either give full energy or I'm literally beat.
Oh, that's a bit sad.
Yeah.
Why did you not tell me you do that ritual?
Just stuff that I don't talk about. But yeah. Next question.
Did I pick the hardest one? Okay, this would be a nice one. If the business reached the level you dream of, what would success look like for our family?
Just constant smiles. Because I'm very aware of... It sounds a bit morbid. Just close that up. I'm very aware of how fast time goes by, and that when we are old and grey, it doesn't matter what I've achieved or what we have, they're all just going to be memories at that point. So I think success for me is getting to a point where we're going to be able to create memories that are burnt into our minds and our kids' minds, that sets them up for when they come to a point where they're ready to be parents, to pass on to their kids.
That's scary, like thinking about them having kids.
To effectively be a point in time that changed the direction of a family generation, or like a generational thing, that it were them two. It were them two that did it. That's where success lies for me. It's not about having a massive house or a big car or loads of holidays. It's that. But a nice farm and 6 or 7 dogs.
6 or 7 dogs?
Yeah.
Not St. Bernards?
Yeah. Would be very nice. Yeah.
Oh, it's been nice, love.
It has.
Been nice to talk to you.
I know, yeah, we don't really get chance to chat, will we? But yeah. I suppose it's chance for me to say just like thanks for hanging in there and being patient and being a mum.
Are you trying to get me to cry?
Is it working? I mean, I make myself cry. Yeah, I think you're doing amazing.
I think we're a good team. We've got our strengths, got our weaknesses, but we're a good team. And when I know we're a good team because when we're at home as a family, like Tommy and Robbie just absolutely love it, don't they?
Yeah.
Family cuddle.
Yuki's. Love you, darling.
Love you. Go get a Chinese tonight now.
No, we can't.